Welcome to Make a Path Presents. My name is Ronnie Hayes, and today, let's talk a new villain in the Walking Dead comic besides Alpha. Alright guys, first off, I want to say I got this from the official Walking Dead magazine. I know I keep showing this in random videos because I like to pull a couple ideas from this magazine every now and then when it comes out. No, they didn't pay me to say this, so as a fan, again, if you like this, go pick it up. I think it only comes out once every like 3 months. But it's got some really cool stuff in it. I know I put markers on some pages like, look at this Carl image, pretty cool. This is coming of age in the times. Here's the kids are all right. This issue is mostly around the kids, but it always breaks down what's hot right now with the Walking Dead action figures but they got some pretty cool images. I got this one I want to show you. Here's a color Alpha image. I love these. I love some of the images here. Here's another one celebrating 150 issues. Anyhow, on page, what was it? Page 58 in the Walking Dead official magazine, I want to read you this part where Kirkman is being interviewed and he's talking about how he creates the characters and what they look like. And he does give Charlie Adler, the artist, he does give him a lot of credit for creating the characters. He does say that he'll mention something like Michonne, with dreads, obviously African American with dreads, and then Charlie will go from there with his own visuals. You know what I mean? So he does give ideas. I think he said for Jesus, obviously, long hair, beard, and trench coat. Martial artist kind of. So obviously he gives little ideas, but for some characters he won't give anything, which is interesting because he gives a explanation for Negan's 100th issue, and it makes it seem like Charlie just drew the issues because they had to promote him early, and Kirkman was like, oh, I like that one with the leather jacket, that's Negan, or something similar to that, which it's odd because I thought they always had that idea from Sons of Anarchy. Anyhow, pick this up and read it and you let me know what it is. On 58 he says this: I was writing a cover description just last Sunday because Charlie is doing a new batch of covers. In the cover description I wrote, these people are doing this and this is happening, and let's make this this character somebody important who shows up. I was just riffing about this and that and was like, whoa, this might be a pretty big character. It happens organically like that. I knew there was a hole in the book and I wanted to add another character in the mix. We'll see how it comes out and what happens with it. But we might have just come up with a new cool character that people will be talking about. Now here's the thing. You might be saying, oh, what makes you think it's a Whisper? Well, it might not be. It might be, what's that girl's name? Lauren, is that it? The girl who's hooking up with Dwight now. Because if you hear what he says, these people are doing this and this is happening, and let's make this character somebody important who shows up. Now, that last part, who shows up, makes it seem like a Whisper in my opinion, because they would show up, as in out of the woods or something like that. But any character can technically just show up, like Dwight's girl, who was on horseback in like issue 148 or something like that, and she was like, no, I'm sorry, you can't quit. Well, my problem is, when did they do this interview? I would like to know, because that would kind of pinpoint the covers. Because if we just look at the covers, for example, he's saying in here that last Sunday he was drawing it up. So if this is a month or two ago and issue 150 just came out, so let's say he was talking about, 149 or 8, 149, 150, 151, 2, and 3. Well, we do know that Silence the Whispers is 152. People are doing this, which is people are painting the Silence the Whispers on the wall, and then that one character, the Lauren, is a character that we haven't really explored with, but could become an important character later, and he does mention a cool character. Now here's the thing, if we wanted to see if he already did the cover already, we would have to go back a few months. Now, seeing as I believe they did this interview, because this comic comes out every like 3 months, so it can't be more than, or 3 or 4 months, so it can't be more than 3 or 4 issues in the past. So if we look at issue 50, which just came out now, this is where we're at, and then let's backtrack. 1 month would be this. Well, we already know these characters. 2 months going back would be this. Well, we already know Alpha, and no one's doing anything on it. 3 months, is that right? 3 months going back would be what we got. Rick, Carl, Lydia, and Andrea. Open field, they're walking, but we already know all the characters. Same thing, 146. Now this is going back 4 months now, about 4.5 months, depending on when they're doing this. So now we're into the other magazines, so it can't be any of these covers. And then 145, and then obviously 144 with just Rick on it. So you guys are getting the picture here. It can't be a cover that's already out. It might be the chick that Dwight's hooking up with, but I kind of feel like it can't, because if he's talking about a character that's going to show up, that's important, but she already made 2 different appearances, maybe even 3, but I know it was a month or 2 before, right around when he probably did this interview, she was already in the comic, not on the cover. She was already, she already appeared. So this is leading me, and that's what I'm getting at here. This is leading me to believe that this might just be a whisper, because in my opinion, there does feel like a hole there. We have just Alpha is the face of the Whispers. Another guy started to, and then she killed him. So that might be the moment where Kirkman's like, yeah, you know what, there's a hole here. We need to see more of the Whispers. And guess what else? They mentioned, Alpha did, she mentions a northern camp. I do believe that there is a hole somewhere in the story where we need to see more from the Whispers, and I'm hoping it is from, let's say, the northern camp, whoever's leading that group. It would be really, really cool to see a second in command, a new cool character for the Whispers. Damn, you know what? I could be missing something here, because now that I'm saying it, it just doesn't feel like it's going to be the Whispers. A cool character. I mean, we already have Alpha. She's pretty cool. You can't have another Whisper be a cool character using the same traits as Alpha, right? You can't have like the same idea as a Whisper. The idea of a Whisper is cool. But you can't have the same character cool that's the same thing as Alpha. Something would have to be different. Then we have to look at it. Well, where is it missing? Where's the hole? I know the leader of whatchamacallit, the kingdom is gone. There's a possible potential hole there. That might be what he's thinking of. The new leader of the kingdom, that would be pretty cool to see a new leader step up, or to see that they picked a new leader. Speaking of which, why the hell haven't we heard anything about the kingdom? Their leader is gone. We haven't heard anything about them picking a new leader. I don't know. Thoughts and opinions about that in the comment box, and we're going to definitely probably revisit this topic, because now I'm wondering if that was something Kirkman said that wasn't literal, or if he abandoned that idea, or what's going on, because I believe we should be seeing it soon, what he's talking about. But where would the hole be for the new leader? I'm not sure. Listen, we're going to revisit this again. I'm going to, just being safe, I'm going to stick with my first instinct, which is another Whisper. I feel like there is a hole there. We need to see more faces of the Whispers, see more of how it's structured, not just a faraway image of the camp, not just little hints. I want more. I feel there's a hole there. There's clearly a hole at the kingdom. Their leader was killed, so that's my runner-up. As far as the chick with Dwight, I don't feel it, because they already showed us her, and it wasn't a character on the cover that's going to become an important and cool character. I just had to grab the magazine again. It says, and let's make this character somebody important who shows up. Now, are they talking about Eugene and the radio? Not Eugene being this character, but maybe this is a byproduct of the radio. Maybe Eugene does get in touch with someone and gives them, well, no, he wouldn't tell somebody he didn't trust where they're located. That wouldn't make sense. I don't know. Listen, rack your brain. You guys wanted more comic videos to discuss some shit. Well, listen, this is a little, let's put our detective caps on. This is a little discussion that I'm very curious about right now. Thoughts and opinions down in that comment box. I'm done talking. Finally, it's your turn.
Subscribe now.